of the ISSA Walker Cup, and it's all live from Stadium East here in St. Andrew. It's always a hot day here in Stadium East in St. Andrew. The temperature right now is 30 degrees Celsius and humidity stands at 61%. Well, we will have new champions. That's because this team, Haile, Selassie, they got rid of St. Catherine High, the defending champs, 4-1 in their quarter-final. But between them and the trophy is two teams. One of them, Wolmer's boys from Hero Circle, who have not won silverware in a while, haven't won this competition since 2015, and they'll be hoping that they can make the wrong things right. Hello and welcome to Stadium East. My name is Gerard Morrisili, and with me today is Janae Robinson.
Yes, Gerard, looking forward to the football here. I think it's going to be just as hot as the weather. We haven't seen these teams in a while, and I am just looking forward to see what they have up their sleeve to make it into this Walker Cup final. Yeah, 14 days since we last saw them. These two teams actually played against each other the last time they played in the quarterfinals of the Manning Cup, and Wolmer's, that was all way back on November 11th. Yes, well, quite some time ago.
November 11th. And of course, you know, we're down to the end of November now.
Yes.
And Wolmer's boys, they won last time they played against each other. We'll talk about that when we look at the head-to-head later on, but it proves that I'm pretty sure that Haile Selassie will want to flip the script on them today.
Yes, and both of these schools have a lot at stake. They will want to win this Walker Cup title, so we are looking forward to that. Well, now we'll be taking a look at the save of the week. Let's see who that is.
I wonder.
You're dangerous inside the box. Zimini's lights up again. Oh, fabulous save by Jaheim Williams. Zimini's really letting fly with the right foot there. And Williams had to put in a really good save to stop that one.
Would have seen it late, Williams. That's an excellent save. Fingertip save by Williams.
Yeah, good save there from Jaheim Williams. Yes. St. Andrew Technical High School against Jamaica College. That was in the semi-final, the semi-final of the Champions Cup. A dress rehearsal for the Manning Cup final, Jenny.
Yes, I don't think you recognize how short Jaheim is. And that powerful kick from Tariq Zimini's, for him to save that, to me, outstanding.
Yeah, he was definitely up to the task. But we saw the save of the week, and we've had plenty goals.
Probably too much.
So many goals. I can think of 6 in one game that are all deserving of being nominated as our goal of the week. We've chosen 4, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to see which 4 goals have been shortlisted for the nomination of goal of the week. Let's take a look.
Spoke about this being a familiar matchup. Here's a long range shot.
Lined that one up around 30 yards from goal. He's their danger man. And with his 13th goal of the season, he's puts it under technical on top.
And in 16 of those 18 games, Ricardo, they have scored more than 1 goal.
Here is Richards again. His sheer speed and skill takes him inside the box. You decide which is better, the first or second. Purple delight inside the National Stadium. Deshaun Richards is single-handedly tearing Clarendon College apart. And Kingston College are 2 goals clear on the sheer brilliance of that man.
Well, Deshaun Richards has certainly come to the party today. He is out to prove a point out of the Manning Cup, and he's certainly deep into the champions. brilliantly done. Deshaun Richards still coming! That's the goal of the season from the player of the season! And Kingston College have the lead against Garland College. Listen to them. For him. Because of him. It doesn't get better than this. Anywhere, anytime, any moment. But especially this moment. What a goal.
Janae, it is extremely hard to choose a goal of the week.
I'm a bit frustrated. I'm like my brain is all over the place. Ricardo Chambers said it doesn't get better than this, and I totally agree. Can you choose?
I can't, but I'm thinking about the ones who were not able to get into the short list.
Some top quality goals.
Tariq Zimini's in the semi-final against Mona High. I also remember Clarendon College, Daniel Clark, the second goal scorer for Clarendon College, which was similar to that goal, the first goal that the John Whisper Richards would have scored in that game. But I think I'm leaning towards Whisper's goal as the top choice. Why? Because he took the ball from halfway up the field.
And do you understand that Clarendon College is a hard team to get by, and he did it with making it look
so
like
easy.
Exactly.
And then the finish was definitely one for the ages. The keeper not being able to move.
Yes, I think if I was supposed to pick one out of the 4 goals that we just saw, I think I would go with the Clarendon College goal. I think it was
the Richarlison inspired goal.
Yes. I think it was also perfectly fitting due to the time that we are in the World Cup. Well, fans, we've made a choice. It's time for you to make a choice. Go on our social media page at SportsMax TV and pick your choice.
And of course we'll let them know tomorrow when we do the Ben Francis Cup semi-finals which goal
what the result
is the top goal. And of course you don't have to take any prompted from us.
Yes.
Of course we've chosen the ones that we like. It's up to you to decide after you watch the goals which ones or which one you like. And of course don't take anything from us. If you like Satchwell's goal, then take Satchwell's goal.
Yes. Well, with that being said, don't move a beat. We'll be here waiting for you guys right after this break.
Savings season at Tools!
So come shop till you drop!
For the very best in home decor!
Best-selling restock items!
And new arrivals at the lowest prices!
Specials on windows, doors, sanitary ware, and much more!
Ceramic and porcelain tiles with unique designs!
Vincent on sale!
Savings!
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com.
Tools!
The Lion King of Hard here!
On the go, grab your fave True Shake, packed with 9 grams protein, 30% calcium required per day, 24 key vitamins and minerals, 3 great flavors, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan.
Try a True Shake. It's really good.
Quick and convenient meal replacement. Shake and go with True Shake.
Why sign to KFC?
Because it's a big deal and it's so good that they can feed me off the wing.
Yes. How did you know the big deal was right for you?
The striker that I am, who doesn't love a hat-trick?
What about the season?
The season is great. I think we have the best 11 to do big things.
Score your own 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink with a big deal today. KFC, we still are doing it big.
It's savings season at Tools.
So come shop till you drop.
For the very best in home decor.
Best-selling restock items.
And new arrivals at the lowest prices.
Specials on windows, doors, sanitary ware, and much more.
Ceramic and porcelain tiles with unique designs.
Vincent on sale.
Savings.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com.
Tools.
The Lion King of Hardware.
Watch your grape escape. Water. Why wait? Hydrate. Add flavor with a touch of grape. Give it a taste. Water. And when you go up on a base, get your water quick now.
This new?
Yeah, grape. Service, give me a grape. Water. We're thirsty. Matter of fact, give me a lace. Matter of fact, no time for waste. Give me a case. Water. Grape water for fill up a lake. Ready my shake for the grape. Get the brand new, great tasting, refreshing grape water from Water. Great for the whole family. Grape escape. Water.
Our country, 60 years free, is the land of wood, water, and speed. The kind of speed where as you quint, you connect from one point to the next with lots of coverage in between. That's the Digicel network experience. Working 24/7 to deliver on our promise to Jamaica, land we live and love. Digicel, made in Jamaica.
Lots of NBA action on your home of champions on SportsMax tonight. The Golden State Warriors, they travel to Dallas to face off the Mavericks with Luka Doncic. That match will be at 7:30 p.m., 8:30 in the Eastern Caribbean. And also tonight at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. ECT, Los Angeles Clippers, they play against the Portland Trail Blazers. And the Mavericks will be back in action on Thursday. They travel this time to Detroit to face the Pistons. That match will be at 7 p.m., 8 in the Eastern Caribbean. Welcome back to Stadium East, where we are waiting action for the first semi-final, the Walker Cup. Haile Selassie, they take on Wolmer's boys, a match that will definitely be hot because Wolmer's boys have already gotten the better of Haile Selassie just not too long ago, and Haile Selassie will be hoping that they can rewrite that script and deliver a beating here that they so desperately need to make it to the final.
Well, Gerard, we must see how they got here and who they played. Haile Selassie playing St. Catherine, getting the better of them in that matchup, and Woodmore's boys playing against Campion, who had a pretty good season. We could see the development in their program, but Woodmore's boys got the better of them in that matchup.
Yeah, we'll see new champions because Haile Selassie got rid of St. Catherine High, and of course Tivoli Gardens, they'll feature in the second semi-final after they beat Charlie Smith in the quarterfinal. They'll come up against St. George's College, who've had a very up and down season. They played against Excelsior and won that quarterfinal. So those are the four teams that will meet here today at Stadium East. And Haile Selassie, they've had a pretty rocky last 4 games, run of form in the last 4 games, losing 3 of their matches, and winning one. That win coming in their last match, which they will be very happy about, because that means that they're improving.
Exactly,
yeah.
And they would need that motivation, in order to go on in this Walker Cup final. Let's take a look at Wolmer's boys.
Mm-hmm. 2 wins, 2 draws for them. Well, yeah, 2 wins. Well, no, 1 loss, 2 wins, and a draw for them. So they lost against us. We lost against Jamaica College, yeah, and a win for them, and 2 wins, 2 losses. So they'll be pretty good so far. They're hoping that they can continue along the last 2 matches, the run of form they had in the last 2 matches, and build on it, get into the final. Of course, I was speaking to coach, the assistant coach Fraser, and he said that it's important for them to win and remind their players that, remind the other teams that they're still title contenders. 2016, the last time that they won a championship, 6 years ago, and they want to change that this season.
I'm sure that that they want to change that this season, and as they play Haile Selassie today at 2 p.m. and then later we'll be seeing Tivoli Gardens take on St. George's College, and that should be another good match to look forward to.
Yeah, well, recently these teams have had some matches against each other. 2014, 2016, the second round of the Manning Cup. Wolmer's boys winning on both occasions, 4-0 and 1-0. And then 2017, when they played in the first round, they were in the same group, and Wolmer's again coming out on top. And the last time that they played, which was not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, 3-2 again in favor in Wolmer's boys. Haile Selassie actually beating them in the first match that they played in the first round of the Manning Cup in 2017. They won that match 2-1. So
yes,
5-1 in favor of, 4-1 in favor of Wolmer's boys, and they'll be hoping they can continue that along that today. Well, Haile Selassie, let's learn a little bit more about them. The first stone, the foundation stone of their school, laid by the Imperial Majesty himself on his visit to Jamaica in the 1960s, and in 1969, that's when they were founded, in 53 years old, celebrating. And the brown and gold, the predominant colors that they wear. A school population of 918, yet to win a Walker Cup, yet to win a Manning Cup, yet to win a schoolboy football title, and their motto simply says, learning for a living. Their assistant coach, Janae, you would have had a chat with him, Ira Hemmings. Let's hear what he told you.
Coach, you face a team that has a reputation of success, especially where football is concerned. Do you find this intimidating as you fight to make it into the Walker Cup final?
No, it's not intimidating. Our boys are well prepared, and we have been working hard all season. We are ready to play.
Well, Coach, in order to get by stronger opponents, your team will need some sort of X factor. Do you believe your boys have what it takes to correct the mistakes they made in the quarterfinal stage of the Manning Cup?
Yes, quarterfinal stage, I believe that these boys just at the end product, we just did not put away our chances them, and henceforth we are out of the quarterfinal, and then we are here now in the semi-final for Walker Cup to play.
Well, Coach, you haven't played in about 13 days. Has that affected your boys in any way, mentally or physically?
Well, I know that these boys are well prepared to play, and I know that they will go out there and play.
Well, you say that you know that they'll go out there and play, hoping that that is true, despite not being able to win in the Manning Cup. How important is it to make it to the Walker Cup final?
Well, a silverware is a silverware, and for us, it would be a huge achievement for the school.
Well, let's look at their player to watch now. The digital player to watch, his name is Jawan Payne. This attacking midfielder, Janae, and our viewers, coming off of a hat-trick in the last match against St. Catherine High. So he's very influential in this team, very instrumental in this team. Has 9 goals this season and 6 assists to go along with it. So he's been very good in the middle for them, and he'll hope that he can continue that here today.
Well, Gerard, we can't take a look at Haile Selassie and not take a look at Wolmer's. So here we have Wolmer's school facts. They were founded in 1729, 293 years of existence. That's a pretty long time. They sport the colors maroon and gold, a population of 1,800 students, 5 Walker Cup titles, and we'll be looking to see if they can earn one this time around. And their motto, whatever you do, do it to the best of your abilities. Well, Gerard, you had a chance to catch up with their assistant coach, Sean Fraser, and let's hear how he had to say to you.
Coach, you've beaten this Haile Selassie team already this season, not too long ago. How do you plan to ensure that they don't come in this game? Of course, they're looking for revenge and flip the script on you.
It's not going to be an easy game, first and foremost. We both played in the Manning Cup. We finished 3rd in each group. I think Haile Selassie has a good program going. Coach Linval Dixon is a very good coach who I respect. They're very motivated, I'm sure, but my guys are motivated also. The boys, since I've been at Wolmer's 3.5 years, we haven't won anything. We come to semi-finals many times in the Colts, Pepsi, and so forth, and this is a glorious opportunity for them, so I think they're ready.
Yeah, well, any chance to win a title is important, but if we put it into a Wolmer's boys perspective, how important is it to win the Walker Cup, just to remind your opponents that you're still title contenders?
It's the same thing, just like in England, you have the FA Cup, you have the Premier League. This Walker Cup has history. For me, it's more famous than the Manning Cup for me. Before they changed the method of it and everything, it was a tournament that everybody wants to enter. It's normally the top 4 or the top 8. But the game today is going to be very, very tough. very, very tough. As I said, Walker Cup, we need this trophy for many reasons. The program has changed. Coach Jerome Waite, Orlando Clark has come in. They have put their input on the program already, and for me, I've learned from them so far. And any trophy to go back to Wolmer's would be a blessing.
Well, here we have the Water player to watch. The coach says that they need to win this Walker Cup title, and this young man will be helping out his team. His name is Daquan Duhaney, 17 years of age. This is his first season as a forward for this Wolmer's team. 16 appearances and 6 goals. Gerard, it's funny enough that you talked to Coach Sean Fraser, because he told me that this player is very creative, and last season in Colts he was the one that took a shot for them, but they missed that penalty and it cost that. So I'm hoping that he won't be costing his team any goals today.
Yeah, well, Haile Selassie, Wolmer's boys, semi-final 1 of the Walker Cup, and Dean Smith, he's in the hot seat. Lajay Williams alongside him. Yes. We'll take a break now. When we come back, they'll have all the action for you. Don't go anywhere.
Connex Services Limited has been providing optimum support in the telecommunication and networking industry since its inception in 2003. At Connex, we have a staff complement of over 300 employees, providing employment opportunities in 5 different Caribbean countries. We provide 24 hours technical support in solar engineering, network engineering, and equipment rental. Our team of highly trained engineers are focused on building the future for you and your family.
Why do we love football?
Because out there, on that pitch, we're all the same.
Tonight, late night cricket returns as the Caribbean boys begin their test tour down under. Australia hosts the West Indies live from Perth, starting 9:20, 10:20 ECT on SportsMax. On Saturday, the Sacramento Kings go to Los Angeles to face the Clippers. 4 p.m., 5 p.m. ECT on SportsMax 2.
This broadcast is brought to you by Digicel, better together. KFC, it's finger licking good. True Shake, shake and go with True Shake. Water, land of good and water. And Connex.
Welcome to the National Stadium East Field in St. Andrew, Jamaica, the venue for this Walker Cup semi-final encounter between Haile Selassie and Wolmer's boy. This is the first of a doubleheader in the semi-finals, of course, and both teams are looking to ensure they get silverware at the end of the 2022 ISSA Schoolboy football season. The players from Haile Selassie, they are poker-faced, ready for this encounter. The assistant coach is there, and as these two teams prepare to walk out, they walk out with different histories, different experiences, but their divergence will again come to convergence for 90 minutes or perhaps penalties as they seek to ensure that they leave this season not empty-handed but with the coveted silverware. Walker Cup action on the home of champions as they enter the field of play. Wolmer's Haile Selassie. Perhaps some would say this is not the silverware they would have wanted, but silverware is silverware, says the assistant coach of Haile Selassie. And as they enter the field of play, they won't think too much about the fact that the Walker Cup isn't what it used to be. they will focus on what it is now, the chance to prove their dominance in knockout football.
Game to be handled today by referee Carvel Danson, assisted by
Dante Dakers there, the captain for Wolmer's, leads the rest of the team as they meet the officials and the opposing team, Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie, the two meet the officials. Here are the match officials, the referee Carvel Banton, assisted by Rolonzo Bennett and Andre Smith. The fourth official is Carl Tyrrell, and they are given their final instructions as both teams prepare to get their pictures taken. That's Haile Selassie there in brown. Let's have a quick look up at their lineup. In goal, Kevin Hibbert, Keyshawn Valentine, Dimitri Burton, Kyle Williams, Joanne Payne, such a player to watch, 9 goals and 6 assists this season. Sudra Hepburn, Joshua Dua, Kimani Richards, Jeraine Selvin, Janai Lawrence, Rohan Muir. That's the lineup there, coached by Linval Dixon.
And this Haile Selassie team have been very surprising this season. They've been on the cusp of making the semi-finals of the Manning Cup. Eventually didn't get there, but they're now in another semi-final, only their second semi-final in their history.
The two captains meet. Dante Dakers, he meets with Dimitri Burton of Haile Selassie, and they are getting instructions from the referee Carvel Banton. The instructions are simple enough. Leje Williams, who calls, gets to choose either the ball or the side. And let's see how that one is sorted out. They have their final confabulation, ensuring that they are together in synchrony as they will officiate this lineup. That's Wolmer's team. They're getting their pictures for posterity. But here is the lineup. Ron Melford in goal, Nando Meggs, Christoph Folks, Ronaldo Thompson, Daquan Duhaney, Javon Barrett, Dante Dakers, DeJohn Green, Jashon Hamilton, Nathaniel Brooks, and Ravon Rainford. They're coached by Jerome Waite.
They're expecting a 3-4-3 formation, as it's expected usually by Jerome Waite coach teams, but maybe they will configure something new here to try and deal with the threat of Haile Selassie.
So that's the captain, Daquan Dakers. For Wolmer's, they have the kickoff. As we get ready for Walker Cup semi-final action here at the National Stadium East Field. Dean Smith, your commentator, with me, Leje Williams. And Leje, your quick thoughts on this encounter before they get going.
Well, these two teams faced each other, of course, in the quarterfinal round. They both had nothing to play for, really, but seeing that neither of them could go through to the semi-final, but Wolmer's won on that occasion, but that doesn't mean the game was close to a 3-2. That doesn't mean that Haile Selassie aren't a very competitive team. They will be looking to win this game, as I mentioned earlier. This is their second trip to a semi-final generally, their second trip to the Walker Cup semi-final last in 2016. So let's see if they can make a piece of history and get to the final for the first time. As you know, Wolmer's are very successful Walker Cup team, the 4th most Walker Cup titles in history. So they'll be looking to return and see if they can get their hands on silverware again for the first time since 2015.
Which team would you say needs this one more?
I would say maybe Wolmer's. Haile Selassie have already done their school proud. Wolmer's need this to try and see if they can get back on the right track in terms of schoolboy football.
All right, so the track has already been laid and the action gets going. Haile Selassie on the front foot now. Keyshawn Valentine trying to play through his forward there. Still not settled just yet. Javon Barrett now for Wolmer's. Dante Dakers tries to spread it to Rohan Muir. Gets it back, does Dakers. Keeps it in play, or does he? No. That's a throw-in for Haile Selassie. That's taken quickly. Wolmer's has it back now. Barrett tries to play through Dakers, but that had already gone out of play, and it's a goal kick. Make that a foul.
He's offside. Dakers in the end there. Dakers is a player that is very enterprising. Always going to be putting himself about running the channels constantly. Leads from the front, does Dante Dakers. 6 goals and 2 assists to his name this season. He'll be looking to make that a 7th and see if he can guide Wolmer's into this final.
They have some clearing to do, does Wolmer's. Still under pressure from Haile Selassie. That was Payne who played it through. Now it comes across, and it's a header just wide of the upright. A good sequence of play from Haile Selassie. That cross came across very quickly. Kimani Richards, the man with the cross. And on the end of it was Janai Lawrence. Just couldn't bring it on target. Here they come again. Wolmer's about to break. They get to that chance now, but it's cut out by Haile Selassie. But it's still with Wolmer's now. Barrett trying to give the give and go with Mio, but that's cut out.
These are two teams that like to transition really quickly into attack. That's how they like to create their chances, so it will be an interesting dynamic, especially in this heat, to see whether or not they can keep up that for the entire 90 minutes, or will we see some more settled possession from either team. As you see, head coach there for Haile Selassie, Coach Linval Dixon, esteemed former reggae boy. See an incident there, Janai Lawrence being bumped into by Ronaldo Thompson, needing a bit of treatment to fix that issue. Could have been a foul, that one, but the referee didn't see it that way. But it is a hot day, so we'll be looking to see if both teams can keep up their usual play style. Haile Selassie do like to keep the ball as well, of course, but getting Janai Lawrence, Joshua Dewar, Jawan Payne onto the ball quickly, as we see Jerome Waite there, esteemed coach for more than 30 years now in the schoolboy and professional level, at the schoolboy and professional level.
So the action continues now. Haile Selassie, they try to break down the Wolmer's line of defense. Still in possession is Haile Selassie. Tries to play that one through, but easy does it for Ron Melford and goal for Wolmer's. And he punts that one way upfield now. Was looking for Nando Meggs there. That one was cut out. Haile Selassie now. Hepburn played through Kyle Williams. Wasn't able to keep that one in play. Wolmer's now take the throw quickly. That's another throw for Wolmer's as they attack on the right hand side. Carvel Banton there, the referee. Just off shot now. It's Wolmer's in possession. Both teams have struggled to keep the ball for any meaningful passing game to build up. The touches have been a bit off. Searching ball that, trying to switch the play, trying to play through the point man Janai Lawrence, but that was cut out. Still in possession. Here's Haile Selassie. They were asking for a call there. Haile Selassie, none given. Kyle Williams now on the ball for them. Wolmer's trying to break and set up that pass for Dante Dakers. Does track and field, certainly has a lot of speed, does Dakers. That one was cut out effectively. That's a chance there.
Javon Bennett there coming off the worst maybe got his foot stuck in the turf a bit from that challenge. Needing a bit of treatment here.
Jawan Payne for Haile Selassie was the nuisance there, trying to wiggle his way into the back line, into the penalty box to cause some major damage, but that was cut out just in time. Nothing much to separate both teams just yet. Barrett there now walking off the field of play to be further treated, and play will continue with Haile Selassie in possession in their own half. So it's a drop ball given to goalkeeper Kevin Hibbert for Haile Selassie. Hasn't had much action so far, has Hibbert, but it's still early days yet as they try to build from the back now. Haile Selassie. Free kick given to them in the center circle. Haile Selassie plays it up. Pass comes on the right hand side to Kyle Williams. He gets the throw in there. Good play this. Tries to go to the byline there. That's Joshua Duar for Haile Selassie, wins a corner kick.
Real utility player for Haile Selassie this season. Has featured in the midfield and on both wings. Likes to invade the space left by other attackers, burst forward. Has scored some important goals for them as well.
That was a beautiful corner kick there, and he gets a chance to shoot now. That's cut out. Duar has it. He loses it. Wolmer's able now to break. They come to Nanda Meggs. Plays it back to the right side with Nathaniel Brooks. Stripped of possession. Haile Selassie now. To Ruan Myo. Further left. Tries to find Janai Lawrence. That's cut out now. It's Nando Meggs for Wolmer's. He's cut out. Haile Selassie get a throw in from that play there.
Kishan Valentine there at right back for Haile Selassie has been very solid all season. Has had some standout performances down that flank. The diminutive figure, but very feisty in the tackle. And he's up and down that flank all 90 minutes. Putting a lot of effort for his team, as Meggs was trying to do there for Wolmer's, but
yeah, that was a high boot. Gets the call from referee Banton.
Meggs has been another one of those Wolmer's players that has, in the attack, that has been rotated ever since the injury to Jamani Bell about midway through the season. In the second round, there've been a lot of rotation in that Wolmer's front line. Jamani Bell is back on the bench for this encounter, but so maybe he can still make an impact off the bench, and let's see if he could get a start in the final if they get there.
Here's Haile Selassie trying to find Lawrence. Wasn't able to bring that under his spell. Wolmer's clear now through Meggs on the left hand side. Rainford is trying to give it to Meggs. That fell through, but here's card will be issued to Ruan Muir for Haile Selassie. Just stepping on the foot of the Wolmer's player. That's Dijon Green. He stepped, he adjusted his feet right there. Muir getting the first yellow card of the encounter.
Hasn't taken long, only in the 11th minute.
Ball played up but cleared by Haile Selassie. All the way to Lawrence though. Here they come again, but that's cut out by Brooks. Brooks plays it out for a throw-in. Was trying to connect with Daquan Duhaney. Sean Fraser busy talking on the sidelines. There's a lot of the talking does Sean Fraser, the assistant coach for Wolmer's.
Both of these coaches, the head coaches, Linval Dixon and Jerome Waite, two experienced campaigners. Neither of them really get too flustered on the sideline, usually just on the bench, providing a calming presence. Their assistants are the one who usually are up and down. As of Jamani Bell there, standout player for Wolmer's High this season. His injury really coincided with Wolmer's chances really going off the rails a bit.
Here they come now. Dante Dakins tried to play through Meggs, but that was cut out. Meggs there ended up fouling Kyle Williams. Here come Haile Selassie. Lawrence turns well. Finds Valentine. Valentine spreads it to Duar. Duar trying to give the cross. That's cut out. Wolmer's get the opportunity to clear. No, they don't. Cut out again by Haile Selassie. Valentine. Make that Lawrence. He's brought down. That in a precarious position as well. He immediately goes behind it. Haven't seen a lot of goals from a direct free kick all season. Of course, Shaquan Satwell would have done the spectacular against Manchester in the Champions Cup. I'm sure there are others, but haven't seen a lot of them, haven't heard of a lot of them either. Can this be a moment? Jawan Payne is there. He takes it straight to the wall. Lawrence tries a shot. Payne now. High, wide, off target. Many other adjectives.
But it is Haile Selassie though, being the team that's really pushing the issue at current. But Wolmer's are posing a threat on the counter attack, leaving all three of their attackers high along that last line of Haile Selassie. So that is something for Haile Selassie to be weary of.
Here's Dakers. He's trying to find Daquan Duhaney. He's getting a stern talking to from Duhaney about the direction of that pass. Haile Selassie, they take the throw quickly. Played out for another one. So they're in their own half. Haile Selassie. Dimitri Burton plays it up, trying to find Joshua Duar. Goes out to touch.
Wolmer's aren't the only school that are keeping their wingers high and wide. Haile Selassie doing the same. They play a very rigid 4-3-3, Haile Selassie. The two interior midfielders always looking to burst forward into the box. That's usually the role of Dewar. But today he's going to be the one making the space along that right hand side as Dakers is fouled.
Yeah, Burton there a bit overzealous in the challenge. And Dakers is brought down.
As we're going to see, as I was mentioning, Dewar is going to be the one making the space for those interior midfielders. On his side will be Muir, who has a goal to his name this season. He'll be the one invading that space when Dewar stays wide, as Wolmer's has a free kick.
Rainford takes it. Yeah, more like a field goal. No trouble that for Kevin Hibbert in goal for Haile Selassie. They get the goal kick from that attempt.
Set pieces are going to be crucial in these knockout type games. The deliveries have to be better than that. As we can see earlier on, Haile Selassie making a small tactical tweak with Dwar moving more to the left hand side now.
Payne did well to keep that one in play, but lost possession. Haile Selassie, they get it back.
And here is Dwar.
Dwar now tries to weave his way through the Wolmer's back line, but he's cut out. Had to be played out by Haile Selassie as Duhaney was there, ready to give some trouble.
Was a tough tackle in the end by Christoph Folks. They were feeling that one, still feeling it. But immediately after switching to that left flank, switching flanks with Kimani Richards, we see they were getting on the ball and making things happen. Maybe unfortunate not to win a foul on that occasion, but it's those in-game tactical tweaks that can really sway the momentum and sway how the game might go.
Yeah, Dwar being brought off the field of play. Here's a throw in for Wolmer's. They take it. Header out. And they receive another throw in. Mr. Folks takes it again. But this time, Haile Selassie get the opportunity to clear. Ron Muir tries to play through. Kimani Richards. Is Richards. That chip fell short. Just to have gone on the hands of Jashon Hamilton, who came back defensively for Wolmer's. And they get a kick now. Yeah, they're
a blatant handball on that occasion.
Absolutely. Valentine will take the kick. Instructions being barked by Sean Fraser. Burton takes it. Comes in the box. Headers go up. And right at the crucial moment, it was cleared by Wolmer's. Here's Meggs. Yeah, wasted opportunity. Dakers was there waiting, so was Duhaney. But instead that went all the way to goalkeeper Kevin Hibbert. Has the opportunity to play it out now. Hepburn. Received the give and go. But the goal was not a goal. It was in throw it instead. Wolmer's take that quickly. DeJohn Green on the ball. Play their way all the back to Jashon Hamilton. Barrett trying to connect with Duhaney. Kept in play, but to the benefit of Haile Selassie, plays it forward. But it goes only the way of Rowan Melford in goal for Wolmer's. Yeah, the passing accuracy has been a bit off, Lejay, I'd have to say, from both teams. Here's Wolmer's. Duhaney gets it. Unable to really strike with any conviction, but he does receive a corner kick.
Yeah, the final action for both teams, as even we see there, Duhaney had a very good chance to try and get a strike off, but the execution wasn't the best, and the execution for the final pass hasn't been the best either for either team. So that's something that they need to work on, as Wolmer's have their first corner of the encounter. Not before one of their players gets some treatment.
Javon Barrett there, the player down, being attended to by the medical staff of Wolmer's. Meanwhile, Nathaniel Brooks, the number 10, 3-goal, 5-assist man, will do the honors over on the right-hand side to take that corner kick. Player still being treated rather.
Looks as if we're going to have an early substitution here. It is going to be Jamani Bell.
Yeah, so that substitution is made. Jamani Bell comes on in the 22nd minute of play. Here's a corner kick now from Brooks. Comes cleared by Haile Selassie. There were some nervous moments. Actually went directly to the goal line thereabout. Takers sends a cross. Header goes wide and goes outside. Ronaldo Thompson there, the man with the header. And he couldn't bring it on target.
And that's a very important substitution for Wolmer's. This is Jamani Bells as we have the official water break. It's needed, seeing how hot it is today, but Jamani Bell, a very important player for their attack, not only for scoring goals, creating assists, but just the overall flow of their play. Very instrumental, very skillful player, and this is his first game back in under-19 competition since breaking his hand. Has played some games in under-16 against Mona. Has had some under-16 action. Was wearing a cast, but he seems to be back in full flow now. Missed 7 games in this under-19 season, and Wolmer's, as I mentioned earlier, that's really when their season began to really come off the rails. They were looking good as they're receiving some instructions from their coach Jerome Waite here. But their team should be looking better now with Bell on the field if he is 100%, which he should be, seeing that he played some under-16 games.
Yeah. Jamani Bell certainly a key player for the Wolmer's offensive lineup. He's there on the ball. Going to have a quick word with the man whom he replaced, Javon Barrett.
Very versatile player as well. Can play on either wing. Can play up front. I doubt he will in this system, particularly, especially with Dante Dakers on the field. Can play in behind the striker. Can play in midfield as well. Very, very talented player. Very good set pieces as well, which could be extremely important in these knockout games. So let's see if Wolmer's will get a pep up now, because it has been Haile Selassie who have been really taking it to Wolmer's. Well, taking it in a moderate sense to Wolmer's so far in this game. There hasn't been too much goal-mouth action, but Haile Selassie has had the better of the play generally. So maybe after this water break, a substitute coming in, some fresh legs. Let's see if that will make a change to proceedings.
Yeah, let's see. Haile Selassie on the ball. They get the opportunity to punt it upfield. Cleared by the Wolmer's defense. But here's Wolmer's now. Jean Green still on the ball, plays it to Rainford.
Spoke about Haile Selassie having more of the play, and you could see it there with their 57% possession. Not the sharpest pass there by Sudre Hepburn.
Here's Bell on the ball, plays it to Green. Trying to find Duhaney. Make that, yeah, that's Duhaney. Can he keep this one in play? No, he can't.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit too much on that pass. But that's Wolmer's game. They're trying to get the ball into the final third as quickly as possible, not really trying to pass the ball around the midfield, try and possess the ball too much. So they won't be too worried about the possession stats as long as the game stays 0-0 or in their favor.
Hibbert plays at one, high up. Dwar couldn't get on the end of that one. Burton tries to continue playing that one up. Ron Muir down.
It is a head injury, so the game has to be stopped. Muir certainly has been involved so far today.
Yeah, he has.
Already has been yellow carded. A couple challenges in the midfield. He's another versatile player, can play up front, can play on either wing. Today we're seeing him deployed in this 4-3-3 as a right-sided central midfielder. His role will be to break up play, but also to make those late runs in the box, try and finish off any chances that are made down that right side, or even ghosting in after the play is being built up on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it was an elbow that came to the head of Ron Muir.
Certainly felt that one.
Yeah. More like the arm, not just the elbow, yeah. But he's okay now, being brought off the field of play. Play will continue with a free kick to Haile Selassie in the Wolmer's half. They've had a lot of action in that half. The final passing actions, as you've said, Leger, have been a bit wanting. But let's see if they can grab a handle of this game. They take it quickly, try to play it deep into the penalty box. Ron Melford spilled it, but he was adjudged to have been fouled by Janai Lawrence there. Lawrence is still down. He's getting up now. It's a free kick to Wolmer's.
Since that substitution as well, Wolmer's have changed from their tried and tested, or Jerome Waite has changed from his tried and tested 3-4-3 formation, looking more like 4-2-3-1 now.
Plays it to Brooks. Brooks trying to give it to Dakers. That's cut out. Dwar stepping back. Does some defensive work, does Dwar, but it comes all the way back to Rainford, who plays it to Bell on this left side. Bell trying to have a slick pass, but it comes back to him. Goes all the way back to Jashon Hamilton. Dakers now on the ball. The offside flag is up though.
And that's the risk he runs at all times. He's a very quick player though. I don't see the need for him to be offside. Should be watching the line, but he's always going to be that player trying to make those runs in behind, stretching the back line of Haile Selassie. That in turn will create space for the players behind him like Bell. So let's see how that dynamic will go
Dwar on the ball now. Tries to find it to Lawrence. Lawrence with the strike. Make that. That was actually Ron Muir who got that shot off.
Tried to get it out of his feet as quickly as possible and get the shot off. Only one thing on his mind once he got the ball. But execution, yet again, wasn't the best.
Haile Selassie, Muir to Dwar. Hepburn tries to find Payne, but Payne loses out. To Haney trying to connect with Nathaniel Brooks there, but that's cut out as well. Brooks now finds Bell. That pass was cut out. Here's Payne for Haile Selassie. That's a throw in to Haile Selassie on the left hand side. was trying to find the ever ready to run Dante Dakers there, but that went out of play. And this strategy, Haile Selassie, they've been able to thwart it effectively so far, you'd have to say, Leger Williams.
Yeah, they have Dante Day. It's a combination of the final ball for Wolmer's not being as good as it could be, and also Dante Dakers not timing his runs effectively.
Valentine takes that throw quickly. Goes to Lawrence, gets it back. Valentine has time to make the square, make the cross, but Rowan Melford came out effectively, dealing with any trouble that could have caused. Joshua Dwyer was charging in. Still in some measure of discomfort is Dwyer. Really went hard for that one. A lot of bravery from Dwyer and from the Haile Selassie players, especially in the air. Rowan Melford, certainly not the thinnest of players, but the smallest either, has an imposing stature, and they are still willing to go head to head, pun intended, against Rowan Melford.
Yeah, and that's just the ethos of Haile Selassie. This is only, as I mentioned earlier, their second time in a semi-final in schoolboy football. The first time was in 2016. They're really a program that did very well in the mid-2010s, went to the second round in 2014, 2015, 2016 and 2017. Fell off a bit afterwards, but now with the appointment of Linval Dixon, they're looking much better. And they've had a real fairy tale season this season. You can say the fairy tale story, one might say, of the Manning Cup this season. Have been very impressive, and they are a group of warriors, always fighting for every ball, looking to always be there and in about. They compete in a lot of close games, and that's just due to their fighting spirit, and they'll be looking to continue and try and see if that their fight can lead them to their first ever final.
Valentine does well just to shield the ball from Nando Meggs, who was attacking for Wolmer's. They take that kick quickly. Haile Selassie, I'm sure they would have rued the fact that Shaquan Satwell would have moved to St. Andrew Technical High School. Imagine him with this team, the kind of input he would have had, but all of that is conjecture. He's now with a chance of winning the Manning Cup with St. Andrew Technical. But here they continue. Hepburn. Here's Payne. Pacey player, skillful player, Payne. Turns it. Comes back to Hepburn, who is fouled by Nathaniel Brooks.
Just a little bit of delay there by Payne to playing Kimani Richards. Was making a very good run down that left-hand side, but for some reason or another didn't seem happy to play that pass. But they have a free kick here. Can they take advantage of that?
Taken short. Here's the cross. Goes only to Jamani Bell, who punts it upfield, trying to bring in Dakers in the action.
He doesn't need a second invitation, does he? Doesn't he, Dakers?
Kyle Williams was always there with the Dakers.
Dante Dakers there.
Yeah, has the ability to really run on players, Dakers. Not seeing it as would have wanted to see it from a neutral perspective. Deliveries haven't been the best. That ball deep, but Kevin Hibbert in goal for Haile Selassie, able to handle that one.
A couple games ago, the last time that Wolmer's had a TV game, I mentioned that a player comparison I'd like to give for Dakers would be Jamaican international Michael Antonio. And game by game, he seems to prove me right in that aspect. Such a bullish player, never stops running for his team.
Here's Haile Selassie. Beautiful ball to Joshua Dwyer. Here's Dwyer. Just lost his foot in there. Rainford now with it. Able to pass it out to Meggs. Meggs keeps it in play. No, he doesn't. Haile Selassie can breathe a sigh of relief. Valentine takes a throw quickly to Mio. Mio turns well. Bell, great skill there, plays through Dekas. Dekas there has to apologize. He knows that was a wasted opportunity. He was really through.
Yeah, not the best decision making there by Dekas on that occasion. I mentioned earlier that maybe Wolmer's had deviated from there, tried and tested 3-4-3. They haven't. They've just really made their midfield more compact and switched to more of a 3-4-3, but the 4 in behind the strikers is a diamond instead, with Jamani Bell at the tip of that diamond as we see Haile Selassie attacking.
Here's Haile Selassie.
That one's repelled.
Yeah. Kimani Richards was looking to get on the end of that one. Deshaun Hamilton did well for Wolmer's to clear it, but they come again. Here's Payne. Sends it across. Cut out by Wolmer's again. Nathaniel Brooks has to be playing deep, but here's Bell. Great skill there to turn away from trouble. Second time of asking, he was caught. Mio tries to play through Duar. Duar is run goal. Duar! Oh, he fires over the top. He fired that one over the top. Lawrence there giving him a stern talking to. They've certainly had the better of action, goalmouth action. And here's a beautiful ball that came to him. Rod Melford was at his mercy.
You have to wonder if maybe he was under a little bit too much pressure there. Couldn't compose himself quickly enough. And just blazed over that one.
Yeah, he was leaning back all the time. Was Joshua Duar. Here they come again. Duar gets it. Tries to play through Lawrence. Lawrence adjudged to have handled that ball in an attempt to control, but Wolmer's, they break quickly. Cut out expertly. Lawrence now. Lawrence finds Mio. Rod Melford held that one easily. Here's Green for Wolmer's, plays it up. Sends Duane to chase, but that goes out of touch.
The passes from the midfield haven't been the best for Wolmer's, but they were almost, the pass through for Haile Selassie was almost perfect. It was perfect, but Duar just couldn't guide that one on target. Wolmer's are a lucky bunch,
yeah,
to have not been tested more on that occasion.
Green trying to take on 2 defenders there, but lost out. Pass. Unable to find the target man, Lawrence, but player's been called back because DeJohn Green for Wolmer's is down on the turf. Coming in contact with Rowan Muir there, but
I think that was more the ball hitting him than anything.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit winded after that one.
Yeah.
Not hard to be winded in.
Here are a few of the Haile Selassie fans there, yeah. Just on your screen a while ago. They've left school a bit early to be here.
This is a big occasion for them, so I'd assume that the principal would have given them a little bit of a blind, one might say, to come and support their school.
To be honest, I expected more of them already.
Maybe he didn't give a blight to all of them, just a few of the good ones.
A handful, all right. Contemplative is Jerome Waite as he waits for that throw-in on the left-hand flank for Wolmer's. They receive another throw-in. Well, it goes the other way actually. Deshaun Valentine did well to play it back off Rainford, make that a foul actually. Rainford adjudged to have fouled Valentine. Mio Did very well to bring it under his spell, but was brought down by Dejon Green. Has been a bit of a battle between Muir and Green in the middle of the park. Muir, an imposing figure. Green a sturdy player, but certainly doesn't have the height of a Muir. Here's Hepburn trying to solo run, but that's cut out. And again, the pass for Wolmer's wayward, without imagination, without any true target, you see.
On that occasion, I wouldn't even blame the pass. Dante Dakers on that occasion fainted a run and then dressed back to try and collect short. So he and Bell weren't on the same wavelength on that occasion, but more miscommunication when it comes on to that attacking play for Wolmer's. Doesn't seem quite rehearsed. Almost like they're freestyling it at this point. But it's just not coming off so far, even with the introduction of Bell. But there is still a lot of time to play in this one.
Here's a ball. Trying to get in the box, but that's cut out. Comes to Muir, who tries to fire from way out. But it was always off balance. Always seemed a bit speculative. This in the 42nd minute of play. Melford plays at one. Played out by Haile Selassie Duar. Bell tries a beautiful ball to Duhaney, but that's cut out. Duhaney now gets it. And that shot from Brooks was a snapshot, but was off target and didn't have much pace on it as well. Here's Payne. Muir now. Tries to punt it forward. Here they come now. Plays through Lawrence. Lawrence has it on his left. And he fires. And that was always going wide. That was a beautifully weighted pass. Came to Lawrence. Had time to turn. Couldn't bring it on target though.
Yeah, it wasn't the best effort in the end. Did well initially to make the space to try and get the shot off, but wasn't the best effort. But it's Haile Selassie still, as the half winds down, forcing the issue. And Wolmer's yet to get their attack going really. But Haile Selassie have to take their chances. They haven't thus far.
Kimani Richards sends it across, trying to bring Payne in the action. Hepburn had to be careful there. Went in two-footed, but here comes Green. That ball, instead of playing through either Meggs or Dakers, went straight to Kevin Hibbert in goal. Kyle Williams now able to punt it forward, trying to bring Lawrence in the play. Lawrence controls well. Valentine under pressure now from Wolmer's. Rainford plays it all the way back to Hamilton. Valentine did well there to dispossess Rainford, but lost it again. Rainford now and Bell combining. Dakers now. Still on the ball is Dakers. Green is trying to bring that ball to Brooks. Here's Duhaney on the right hand flank. Sends it across well. Cross to the goalkeeper. Daniel Brooks still down. Being spoken to by the referee Carvel Banton. Assistance now being brought to him, medical assistant that is.
That was some decent approach play by Wolmer's. Bell with a very good pass out to the right hand side, but as you see the challenge on Brooks, and it's Muir. No, it isn't Muir. beg your pardon, Kyle Williams. Dangerous tackle there. He screams in pain after kicking the player, but that's a yellow card challenge in itself. Lucky to get away without one, but I can see why Brooks is feeling the pain, seeing the ice being applied to his calf there.
Immediately I heard a loud shriek from him when the contact was made, as the ball went, all the way to Duhaney. He really grimaced in pain there as the contact was made. Happy to see him up on his feet now. Ball played up by Haile Selassie. Here's Hepburn. Selvin back to Hepburn. Hepburn now to Muir. Muir tries from distance. And it was a distance away from the upright.
Not the best effort, but that's not the first time we've said that in this half. I'm sure both of the coaches will be eager to go into the halftime interval to speak to their players, try and get more fluidity going in both the attacks, especially on the side of Wolmer's.
Ball played up, trying to bring Meggs into the play, but Williams did well to head that one out. Here's Haile Selassie again. Payne there being stripped of possession by Green. Weaving through the middle of the park was Dejon Green, was brought down by Ron Muir.
Has to be careful, Ron Muir. Yeah, it was good play by Green, weaving his way through and then chopped down illegally.
It has been a battle between both of them.
All game,
yeah. Jamani Bell. Well, it isn't. Good shot in the end from distance. Nathaniel Brooks there, the man behind that one. Condition is certainly still windy here, but I really can't say that has caused much of the inaccurate passing that we've seen. But yeah, referee Carvel Banton has called the time on the first half in this Walker Cup semi-final matchup here at the National Stadium East Field between Haile Selassie and Wolmer's. It's 0-0 at the half. That man in the middle, Joshua Duar, had a glorious opportunity to bring Haile Selassie the lead, but he was unable to bring it on target, blasted it high in the end, and both teams haven't really had much attempts on target. And that's how the half ends, 0-0 between Haile Selassie and Wolmer's. Walker Cup semi-final action here at the National Stadium East Field.
This broadcast is brought to you by Digicel, better together. KFC, it's finger licking good. True Shake, shake and go with True Shake. Water, land of good and water. And Connex.
What does freedom look like? as being on the open road. Exploring alone or with each other. Go anywhere and everywhere. Discover new paths or rediscover old ones. Why wait? Hit the road. Be free-spirited again. Book with Island Car Rentals. Enjoy the thrill that freedom brings.
Our country, 60 years free, is the land of wood, water, and speed. The kind of speed where as you quint, you connect from one point to the next with lots of coverage in between. That's the Digicel network experience. Working 24/7 to deliver on our promise to Jamaica, land we live and love. Digicel, made in Jamaica.
Welcome back to the National Stadium East Field. Semi-final action in the Walker Cup between Haile Selassie and Wolmer's High School for Boys. 0-0 at the half, as both teams haven't really able to test the goalkeepers. Here are the halftime highlights. Wolmer's getting the kickoff there, but Haile Selassie would go on the front foot very early in the game. Lawrence there with a header, wasn't able to bring it on target, but they would come forward so many other times. Payne there trying to play through, and that ball not controlled, not brought under the spell of Lawrence again. And here was another opportunity. Duar trying to find Lawrence, who fired wide, well away from the target. That was the nature of the game. That was the nature of the encounter. Beautiful ball played through for Joshua Duar. Had acres of space, but he really couldn't bring that one under control, under his spell. Went high in the end. They would come again. Lawrence there brought it on his left, and yeah, well wide of the target again. Unable to trouble the goalkeeper. Referee Carvel Banton would have seen enough there. Here are the halftime match statistics. 10 shots, 1 on target for Haile Selassie, 3 none on target for Wolmer's. 11 fouls, 8 to Wolmer's, 1 yellow card to Haile Selassie. 3 offsides to Wolmer's. They need to watch the lines, most of them through Dante Dakers. A corner piece, 1 save by the Wolmer's custodian, and 56% of the possession to Haile Selassie. 0-0 at the half. And we are getting ready for the water break from the fans. I wonder who has the fans for us today.
And I'm here in the stands with the fans. These are fans from Haile Selassie. Tell me how you feel about the match so far. How you feel about the match so far?
We're feeling excited and we're here to support our team. The match isn't over yet and we know we're going to win.
And what do you think the full-time score is going to be?
3-2, 3-1.
Well, you think you guys can make it to the water cup final?
Nah, crazy. We're off to go.
You have anybody on the field that you're supporting?
Yeah, a lot of persons on the field that I'm supporting. Well, I'm supporting everybody.
Alright. And you guys have anything you want to say to your school community?
We got one Haile Selassie badness right this Sunday.
Well, you heard it here first. This is Haile Selassie, and we'll be back right after the break.
Jamaica, our land of good and water. How far we've come. What a mighty little island we are. We begin everything we do. Music, culture, sports, food. And just like the sun and everything that shines beneath it, our future looking bright. The youths have big shoes to fill, and water with every sip will contribute to education. After all, it takes a village to raise a child. And together, we are what make Jamaica the land of good and water.
Our country, 60 years free, is the land of wood, water, and speed. The kind of speed where as you quint, you connect from one point to the next with lots of coverage in between. That's the Digicel network experience. Working 24/7 to deliver on our promise to Jamaica, land we live and love. Digicel, made in Jamaica.
Yes. Why sign to KFC?
Because it's a big deal and it's so good that they can feed me off the wing.
Yes. How did you know the big deal was right for you?
The striker that I am, who doesn't love a hat trick?
What about the season?
The season is great. I think we have the best 11 to do big things.
Score your own 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink with a big deal today. KFC, we still do it big.
On the go, grab your fave True Shake, packed with 9 grams protein, 30% calcium required per day, 24 key vitamins and minerals, 3 great flavors, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan.
Try a True Shake. It's really good.
Quick and convenient meal replacement. Shake and go with True Shake.
Plug into Plus. With Digicel Plus, you get simply more speed to enjoy super fast fiber internet, more features that put you in control, more reliability to surf, stream, and share with no interruptions. Plus, more power with a better Wi-Fi connection in every room to connect all your devices to your smart home. Plug into Plus, the home fiber network that gives you more. Digicel Plus. Sign up today.
What does freedom look like? It's being on the open road, exploring alone or with each other. Go anywhere and everywhere. Discover new paths or rediscover old ones. Why wait? Hit the road. Be free-spirited again. Book with Island Car Rentals. Enjoy the thrill that freedom brings.
Watch your grape escape. Water. By weight, hydrated flavor with a touch of grape. Give it a taste. Water. And when you go up on a base, get your water quick now.
It's new.
Yeah, grape. Service, give me a grape.
Water.
Me thirsty. Matter of fact, give me a late. Matter of fact, no time for waste. Give me a case. Grape water for fill up a lake. Ready my shake for the Get the brand new, great tasting, refreshing grape water from Water. Great for the whole family. Grape escape. Water.
Connect Services is here to solve the connectivity problems of the modern world. Our services are broad-based, solar installation, structured networking, smart building solutions, 24-hour IT technical support services, and more. But they all come with the same promise of quality and professionalism. Contact us today.
On the go, grab your fave True Shake, packed with 9 grams protein, 30% calcium required per day, 24 key vitamins and minerals, 3 great flavors, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan.
Try a True Shake. It's really good.
Quick and convenient meal replacement. Shake and go with True Shake.
Why sign to KFC?
Because it's a big deal and it's so good that they can feed me off the wing.
Yes. How did you know the big deal was right for you?
The striker that I am, who doesn't love a hat trick?
What about the season?
The season is great. I think we have the best 11 to do big things.
Score your own 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink with a big deal today. KFC, we still do it big.
On Tuesday night, see the Warriors, the Mavs, the Celtics, and the Blazers. The home of champions brings you a doubleheader from the NBA. Action begins at 7:30, 8:30 ECT on SportsMax 2. Tonight, late night cricket returns as the Caribbean boys begin their test tour down under. Australia hosts the West Indies live from Perth, starting 9:20, 10:20 ECT on SportsMax.
This broadcast is brought to you by Digicel, better together. KFC, it's finger licking good. True Shake, shake and go with True Shake. Water, land of good and water. And Connex.
Of NBA action on the home of champions Golden State Warriors at the Dallas Mavericks tonight, 7:30 p.m. 8:30 ECT. Los Angeles Clippers at the Portland Trail Blazers, 10 p.m. tonight, 11 in the rest of the Caribbean. And the Dallas Mavericks at the Detroit Pistons, Thursday, 7 p.m., 8 in the rest of the Caribbean, all on SportsMax. Welcome back to the National Stadium East Field. Walker Cup semi-final action between Haile Selassie and Wolmer's High School for Boys, and 0-0 at the half. As we get ready for second half action, will we see more of the same, or will one team be able to separate themselves from the other? Lejay Williams with me. Lejay, your thoughts going into this second half?
Well, the first half, there wasn't a lot of attacking consistency, especially by Wolmer's. Haile Selassie got themselves into better places in and around the box, but weren't able to finish accurately, especially Dewar with that chance. But on a general basis, I'm expecting more endeavor from both teams trying to get that win. They both really want it for two separate reasons, but they do really want to get that result. So let's see what they have in the second half.
Jamani Bell there, Carvel Banton there. And that is the ball. The second half action is on the way. Still at 0-0 at the half. Let's see how they break through. Haile Selassie showing a lot of urgency. Punts that one all the way back to the touch line. No trouble that for Rowan Melford in goal for Wolmer's.
We'll be interested to see the rotation of the Haile Selassie front three. They've started this second half with Dewar going through the middle, Janai Lawrence on the right, Kimani Richards on the left, but there's a lot of rotation between them constantly.
Here's Duhaney, Selvin, and Richards there with him, but Hepburn now plays it to Selvin. Trying to bring Richards in the play, but that's cut out by Wolmer's. Tishon Hamilton there doing the dirty work for Wolmer's. It's a corner kick though.
These set pieces will be pivotal in the second half. It's the first corner of the second half now.
Delivery comes across, all the way across the face of goal. Run Muir and Kimani Richards trying to get on the end of it, but it went by both of them and the Wolmer's defense as well. Muir though.
Really, any touch there would have been a good one, and it probably would have led to a goal, but it wasn't to be. This is the second Haile Selassie corner where I've seen them put really close to that near post. Maybe trying to get a flick on as I did in the first half, but on that occasion, he missed everyone. It was a tantalizing delivery in the end by Janai Lawrence. And I said set pieces would be important. And that one was almost extremely important as it almost led to a goal for Haile Selassie.
Yeah, Wolmer's called for an offside there. Again, Dakers not reading the line well. Dimitri Burton there, the captain. He punts it up. Muir gets ahead on it, trying to connect with Payne. And Dua. It's a throw in now for them. Richards. Selvin sends it. Could have been a tantalizing ball, but in the end it really moved closer to Ron Melford than to his attacker. Here they come now. Kimani Richards unable to turn through the defense. Wolmer's clear now through Meggs, trying to play through Dakers. Burton intercepts well. Hepburn slows down the pace. And again, the final pass there, just not good enough.
There were a lot of goals in the encounter in the quarterfinals between both teams. That game finished 3-2. Not in the favor of Linval Dixon's men. As we see the coach there, Reggae Boy with over 120 caps. So no occasion, I'm sure, is too big for him. I'm sure he'll be drilling that into his players, or he did drill that into his players at halftime.
Here's Selvin. The pass was overcooked. Bell now trying to clear for Wolmer's. Finds Dehaney. In a running battle, it's Dehaney with Selvin, outruns him. Kyle Williams mops up well. Sends it out for a throw in for Wolmer's. Dehaney certainly has a lot of pace on the right hand flank, moved by Selvin with consummate ease. Here's a throw in. It's with Dakers. Meggs tries the shot. Easily held by Kevin Hibbert in goal. That's their first shot on target, Wolmer's is.
It seems as if both teams are settling with their chances right now. Whenever they get in and around the box, they try and get the shot off quickly as opposed to trying getting the best possible chance.
Dua does well to get by, but it went out of touch.
Yeah, both teams, as soon as they get in and around the top of the D, outside of the box, they're trying to get their shot off as quickly as possible, as opposed to really trying to force through a through ball or try and get the ball wide and get it into the box. So it's not the highest probability that those chances have of going in. You see Bell
plays through Duhaney quickly with that throw in. Kyle Williams there
has put on back that cast Bell onto his right arm. That right arm injury kept him out for 7 games in all under 19 competition leading up to this game. Did regain his fitness in the under 16 competition, playing 4 games there.
Both himself and Nathaniel Brooks stand behind this one.
The quarterfinals of that under 16 competition being played across the urban area today, of course.
Bell leaves it, Brooks takes it. Comes back to him. Finds Bell. Bell tries to step over. Folks now sends it across. They finally get to clear. Haile Selassie went off the back of Bell as Valentine tried to play it out. It's a throw in for them. That was a delightful ball, that from Folks, though.
That's what they need to do more of, getting balls into the box.
Here's Bell. Tries a strike from there, but that was blocked. Haile Selassie trying to punt it forward. Muir there putting a bit too much on that one, but it's under the spell now of Hepburn. Plays it to Muir. Has been good in the middle, has Muir. He gets it back. Muir trying to play through Payne, but that pass again, poor. Here's Meggs. Beautiful flick that almost got through to Bell, but it was read well by the Haile Selassie midfielders. But again, their final pass wanting. Here's a beautiful cross. Now comes to Duhaney, does well to bring it under control. Richards with him. Great skill that, getting out of trouble. Green. Waste that ball. Dua. Plays through Richards. Great tackle that from Folks. Needed intervention.
It really was. Richards was about to break free.
Dua was trying to get around Ronaldo Thompson there. Here's the throw-in. Geraint Selvin seems to be queuing up to send it deep. Goes the way of Dua, but cleared. Dakers with it in the Wolmer's half. Plays it back to Jeshon Hamilton. Dakers. Here's Meggs. Make that Rainford on the ball. Being hounded by Kyle Williams, who won it in the end. Lawrence. Can he find a pass? Easily cleared in the end, that by almost cleared by Wolmer's, conceding a throw-in. Hepburn now on the ball. Here's Payne, playing through Dua. Initially the pass was intended for Kimani Richards, but he read it well, knew he was offside. And Jeshon Hamilton had to play it out of touch. Good. In Jamaica we'd call it ball sense. Football intelligence, football IQ, that from Kimani Richards. Here's the throw-in. Dua has it. In the box. Dua turning. Sends it across. Cut out. Comes only to Kyle Williams in defense for Haile Selassie. Selvin got through. Has to turn left. Payne. He was manhandled. Never pun intended there. By Folks.
Yeah, Folks probably guilty of 2 infringements on that occasion. But the latter is the one called. And now it's Haile Selassie with a dangerous free kick. Their delivery has been pretty decent in this game.
It has.
Let's see if that trend can continue.
Kimani Richards, the man behind it.
Rowan Melford obviously very wary of that delivery, having a 3-man wall.
Here it comes.
Wasn't the best delivery there by Kimani Richards,
to say the least. They still have possession, does Haile Selassie. Here's Payne. On the box, he fires, and it's a goal! knocking. They've been knocking. They have been knocking, and Jawan Payne adds to his 9-goal tally. Make that 10 now. A beautiful left-footed strike. Haile Selassie in delirium now.
And Haile Selassie are looking to continue their dream season. And this play has been a dream for them this season. Jawan Payne, hat-trick in the last game to bring them to this round. And now in the semi-final against Wolmer's, he's done it again. An excellent strike on that great left foot. It's nestled into the corner. And Wolmer's are now feeling the pain as they're under 1-0. How can they recover from this? The score is Haile Selassie 1, Wolmer's 0.
I wonder what complexion the game will be now. Payne, the goal scorer, plays it through for Selvin. They have a lot of confidence now. Haile Selassie, Wolmer's, they have to defend. Here's a Bell trying to bring through Duhaney. Look at the run of Kyle Williams, clearing that one out of touch. There's a renewed pep in the step of the Haile Selassie team, and there has to be a solid response from Wolmer's. I'm sure they wouldn't want to be knocked out here.
Yeah, Wolmer's are a tournament team, however. If there's any team that's going to really get back into this game, it's going to be them if we're speaking on a historical basis. Wolmer's, of course, 5-time winners of the Walker Cup, the 4th most in history. And in the mid-2010s, they won 3 of them in 2012, 2013 and 2015. So they are a team with pedigree, but they haven't won a title since then. And maybe it's new kids on the block. Haile Selassie are the team that are going to be now trying to get into this final. And they have the lead. They have 32 minutes plus to hold on to said lead. But that's still a lot of time for Wolmer's to get back into this one.
They have a throw deep in the Haile Selassie half. It's headed out. Went all the way to Payne, the clearance, but Wolmer's get another throw. Dejon Green took it well. Meg's there. Here's Duhaney. Sends it far left, trying to bring Dakers in the action. He's surrounded by 2 defenders. Valentine does well. Dwar now with it. Dwar playing it out of touch, was really hoping to get a call there. A few stutter steps by him.
And I spoke about Wolmer's having pedigree. Their coach there, Jerome Waite, is someone with immense pedigree as well.
Here's Dwar. Beautiful ball in the end. Got through. But he couldn't fire with any great conviction. Easily handled by Melford in goal.
And it's Haile Selassie still continuing to force the issue despite going 1 up. Wolmer's will need to throw more players forward, as we see Janai Lawrence there trying to shoot across the goal. Melford read it all the way, and either way it didn't have the power to deceive him. As Wolmer's prepares another substitution, it's going to be Jaden Walters, their number 9, looking to add some inspiration sooner rather than later to this Wolmer's attack.
Yeah, card being shown to Nando Meggs there for Wolmer's. Here's a quick look at that play. Selvin there doing his business in clearing. He checked by Meggs.
Was extremely late there, Meggs. Might be one of his last contributions to this game as well. Hasn't really gotten into it, but we'll see what the substitution will be. Wolmer's do need more attacking impetus, however, but it's attacking impetus from all over the field because their creative players aren't doing the proverbial business. Their passes haven't been crisp, they haven't been precise, so they haven't even been getting into telling shooting opportunities. They haven't been getting telling shooting opportunities, and it is Nando Meg's last contribution to the game. Taking his time in coming off the field, but Nando Meg's there. And see what Jaden Walters can bring to the fray. Jaden Walters, they are a very young player.
Yeah, would have played under 14 last season. So he still has another season in the under 16 level. Make him a 15-year-old, yeah. So pretty young, very bulky player. Here's a beautiful ball. Joshua Duar on it. Got through to Lawrence. Lawrence was offside.
But it's that link up again. Duar to Payne. That front three, or front four really, because Payne does make those late bursts into the box. It's proving very fruitful so far.
Here's a Bell. Can he do something fruitful? Cut out by Valentine. Ronaldo Thompson there. Poor clearance. Almost brought a lot of pressure to the Wolmer's backline, but was kept in touch. They now have the opportunity to send it forward. Folks there. Dakers. Walters now on the ball. Walters, can he send a cross? Was blocked effectively by the backline for Haile Selassie. They cleared, but it came back to Jishon Hamilton. Dakers, they're down.
Fans in this stadium very expectant. Seems as if one of the fan favorites for Haile Selassie will be making an entrance in this game shortly.
Even the players are anxious.
And it will be Tyrese Francis.
Play continues now with Wolmer's. Sends across. Cleared in the end there by Kimani Francis. Lawrence was trying to get it through, but Thompson read it well. Here's Bell. Spreading it to Duhaney. Duhaney overcooked it. He couldn't send the cross. Sean Fraser giving him a strong reprimand for that.
That's the story of their afternoon so far, as we have the substitution for Haile Selassie will be Tyrese Francis, their number 10, coming on for Rowan Muir on a yellow card, but has had a good game. Maybe an eye on the final with that substitution. But judging by the reception of Tyrese Francis, I expect that he will add some attacking impetus to that midfield as well. So maybe this is Haile Selassie smelling blood in this semi-final.
Oh, they are certainly excited. First touch wasn't the best for Francis, but here comes Dakers with Wolmer's on the left-hand side. Francis tracking him, but Dakers did well. Bell trying to be the architect. Wolmer still on the front foot, but that's cut out by Williams. And that pass was all the way to Ron Melford. Bell
dropping deeper and deeper to try and get on the ball, Bell.
Yeah.
Try and influence things from deep. I spoke about Wolmer's not having any creativity from deep so far today. He's looking to change that. That's always good to see from a young player as well, taking that responsibility as the ball is played over the top here.
Walters was able to get the shot off, but he was always being hounded by Kyle Williams there, the number 5 central defender for Haile Selassie. Did well to hold off Williams, but couldn't get enough power on that shot. But certainly, he's made a difference since coming on, has Jaden Walters. Rainford there, writhing in pain. It's a throw-in actually.
And that's going to be the water break for the second half. No need saying which coach is the happier one going into this water break, and which coach is going to try and give his team an extra push to try and get back into this game. On the other hand, in case you're wondering, that will be the happy coach, Coach Linval Dixon, speaking to his Haile Selassie troops as they get hydrated in these hot conditions. He'll be looking to give off his experience to see if, and try and lead his team to see out this game and try and see if they can go to their first ever schoolboy football final. Here's the goal that got them that lead. It was Valentine to Muir, and once Payne got on his left foot, there was one thing on his mind, and it was that he could not have executed that any better. Payne getting his 10th goal of the season, his 4th Walker Cup goal of the season after a hat-trick in the last game in a 4-1 win at Prison Oval to defeat St. Catherine, a game which was played over 2 days because of some circumstances. But they got that win in the end, and Payne was the forefront of that win, and at the moment he's the forefront of this result that is leading the way for Haile Selassie.
Well, when you knock out the defending champions, it certainly shows that you have a championship on your mind. In St. Catherine, they were the defending champions at the time, still are, until the final is played this Friday, 2nd of December.
At 4 p.m. we'll be at the National Stadium. Of course, the home of champion SportsMax will be covering that game.
Rainford, they're being helped off the field.
Actually not sure of the time of that final as yet. But of course that will be updated, that information will be given out. But in the meantime, 20 minutes left plus added on time for Haile Selassie to see out this lead or add to it.
Lawrence! Got a much needed block at Wolmer's. Lawrence really had his eyes set on goal, did well to hustle through the traffic.
And even since taking the lead, Haile Selassie have been the more dangerous team. Nothing has changed in that regard.
Yeah. They have a corner kick. They have been dangerous from the corner kicks, haven't they? Looks to be Lawrence with this one. Sends it across. Cut out early by Thompson for Wolmer's. Bell now on the ball. Cut out by Valentine. A switch of flanks between Duhaney and Dakers. Dakers now more on the right hand flank. Duhaney trying to handle things for Wolmer's on the left. They have a throw in, taken quickly. He felt that one. He's still feeling that one.
And he will be feeling that one for quite some time. I can imagine.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. Play continues. Good defensive work from Haile Selassie. as a Bell, if that green tries to wiggle his way, gets a foul. Lawrence is still there down for Haile Selassie. He's getting up now. Bell behind this free kick from about 35 yards out. Can it be a moment of change for Wolmer's? Here it comes. There it goes. Way over the top.
And to speak about just how much of underdogs Haile Selassie are in this Walker Cup semi-final. They're the only team competing out of the four that does not have a Walker Cup title. There are 17 Walker Cup titles among the four teams. Haile Selassie have none. And yet they are the team right now that are looking to go to the final. Currently leading the team that has 5 of those in Wolmer's, a team that has won 3 in the last decade, a team that is seen as one of the best knockout teams in schoolboy football over the years. The stories just write themselves, don't they?
Wolmer's with the free kick. They played up. Cut out by Selvin. It's a throw in for them. They take it quickly. Bell gets it back. He receives it again. Plays through Walters. Walters. Ease off the ball by Williams. Tyrese Francis tries to play it up. Here's Lawrence trying to turn. Nathaniel Brooks there just checking the run of Tyrese Francis, the substitute who came on in the 66th minute. That was a foul. It's shot. Here's Selvin. Francis. He came on to much applause. Hasn't really justified the billing just yet. Here's Dakers now for Wolmer's. Walters was asking for it right there in the box. But he has been handled well by Kyle Williams. Selvin. Folks will be pleased to allow that one to run all the way out.
And he has just in the end.
It was very dangerous. Take us down. Selvin there bringing him down. They take it quickly. Walters. Sends it wide to Duhaney. Does well to keep it in touch. Here's Brooks. Tries to send it across. Bell on the end of it. Bell wasted a glorious chance to bring Wolmer's level.
And there's no one that Wolmer's high school would have wanted on the end of that chance than Jamani Bell. He's young, but he has the quality to finish that. It was a chance made by Brooks. He was always stretching. Couldn't get that one on target. He'll be utterly disappointed with that effort. And in a game where Wolmer's have been bereft of goal scoring opportunities, they finally got one.
You have to bury it. You really have to bury that one.
It just wasn't taken, wasn't it? And is that their chance to get back into the game spurned? We'll wait and see.
You have about 13 minutes left in normal time. And whatever time there is for stoppages, here they come again. Wolmer's Spread wide to Fox. Sends it. Not sure if it was a shot or a cross. That didn't come on very well. But Kevin Hibbert made light work of it in the end. He's taking his merry time. Punts it up now. Kimani Francis getting on the end of that one. Tried to go one time, but that was cut out by Ronaldo Thompson, and it ricocheted back off Kimani Richards, and that was a goal kick for Wolmer's. Brooks to throw it.
Tyrese Francis there hasn't really got into the game as yet. Still has some time. There's an impact. And he'll get a yellow card for his troubles.
Quickly taken by Wolmer's. Takers trying to get on the end. He sends it across. Walters was waiting in the middle. Carvel Banton there, says Walters.
There's a myriad of bodies on the floor.
Yeah, you're really not sure what was the call or which one was the call.
Janai Lawrence down.
So that's the confirmation of the card there to Tyrese Francis. In the 78th minute of play.
Janai Lawrence also needing help. Here's a yellow card infringement.
And Walters there running into Kevin Hibbert.
All these stoppages will do Haile Selassie the world of good.
They have another player down in the Wolmer's half.
Finally being aided to, he was the first player down, but the last player to be treated, Janai Lawrence.
So Kyle Williams is up. Lawrence now being aided by the physiotherapist, trainer, medical staff, whoever he is, whichever hat he wears, apart from the red one. So it's still Haile Selassie with the better of play. Just about 10 minutes to go in regular time. Can they hold on to this lead? Can they extend the lead? Will there be late drama? Of course, should the score be leveled at the end of regular time, it goes straight to penalties. Raphael Maxwell there. Just saw on the Wolmer's bench.
Was a part or is a part of the Real Mona system. Has won a Unders title with them. So he is a gifted player, but yet to get his chance in this Wolmer's team.
Takers did well to keep that one in play, but not to his benefit or not to the Wolmer's benefit. But here they come now. Nathaniel Brooks. Can he be an architect? Cut out by Valentine. Played up. Here's Lawrence. Lawrence brings it back to Valentine. Francis now on the ball. Shows great skill. Here's Dua. He's trying to thread that one ball to Lawrence, but it was overcooked. Rainford has the opportunity to clear, and he does so.
But still, it's Haile Selassie looking extremely dangerous when going forward. Didn't bear the fruits of their labor on that occasion, but still looking dangerous.
Here's Lawrence. Played it out to touch. Wolmer's with a throw.
And they will have a substitution as well, Wolmer's. Benjamin Griffiths has been warming up for a majority of the second half, so he'll have no worries in terms of getting to the pace of the game. He'll be rearing to go. We're going to wait on that substitution a little bit.
Here's Payne. Payne got the ball. He's on the left. He fires, but that was always easily handled by Rowan Melford.
It was a tame effort in the end. Maybe not the best decision making by him either to try and take on that shot. Had players supporting him. But here's the aforementioned substitution. Will be Rainford coming off for Benjamin Griffiths. And that's an attacking change. In some instances, as Griffiths can play left back as well, so although he's going to slot into that position, maybe it's going to add some impetus down that left flank as well. That remains to be seen. See if he can support Duhaney on that left, as well as Brooks, who has been making some runs down that side as well in the half space. Part of that diamond midfield in behind the front three.
Here's Wolmer's. Beautiful darting run this. Trying to play through the man there. Looked to have been Duhaney, but he was offside.
It was an extremely enterprising run by Dejan Green. Dewan Green, number 6 for Wolmer's. Did excellent work driving through the midfield, played a very good pass as well, but Duhaney just couldn't keep himself onside. Referee's attention being brought to something on the Wolmer's bench. There's going to be a yellow card handed out. To their substitute goalkeeper. I'm not sure what the infringement is. Malik Bogle.
Lost his head. Must have said something to the assistant referee. Here's Haile Selassie, Selvin. Francis did well to bring it down. To Payne. Payne trying to drive forward. Dejan Green pushed him. And it is a free kick in a dangerous position.
And it's now we're seeing a couple of glimpses of Tyrese Francis's quality in that midfield.
Yeah.
Did very well to control the ball and pass it off well. But it was Payne who earned his team a free kick. And it will be Janelle Lawrence. Left of center around 30 yards from goal. Can this be special?
Lawrence steps back. Can he fire? Went under the wall, but was wide. Rowan Melford unfazed by that one. He now punts it up. Cut out by Hepburn. Where it wasn't, Walters got through. to Dakers now. Dakers couldn't bring it under control quickly enough. Here's Francis. Loses the ball to Walters. Dua. Slowing down the pace now is Payne. Under immediate pressure from Green. Payne does well. Sends it across. Ended up in the path of Dua, whose cross was weak, but he gets it back. Dua. Lawrence. Now to Payne. And that was a painful shot. Well wide.
He dragged that one well wide. Didn't seem to get over that one to get the direction that he wanted.
Would have been better suited to have fired from his right foot, but perhaps it's not as dexterous in that regard. Burton plays that one way up, all the way back to the Wolmer's defensive line. Duhaney did well there, but he's still being hounded by Valentine. Haile Selassie, they're happy now just to play it upfield and give Wolmer's the opportunity to reset.
It's because a couple of things. Well, first of all, Wolmer's haven't been able to create a lot today. So they're quite comfortable defending what Wolmer's has to throw at them. And additionally, it's because they know that they also have good counter-attacking threat.
Hepburn is trying to thread that through to Payne, but beautiful skill by Green. Ball now with Dua. Dua plays it through to Kimani Richards.
Who's offside.
And off target.
Haile Selassie is still making opportunities. Maybe not the best call there in terms of offside, but there was a dodgy call in the build-up for that chance as well. Maybe it should have been a foul on Green in the Wolmer's midfield, but
yeah, I saw that as well.
Here's Wolmer's breaking forward, and now they have a set piece. Can this be the way that they get themselves back into the game?
In the 90th minute of play, Wolmer's with a corner kick. They take it short. Duhaney sends it across now. Punched away by Hibbert. And kept from danger. Kimani Richards tracking back to do some defensive work. They're speared only momentarily. By my glance, I'm seeing about 6 minutes of added time. We'll get confirmation of that in a short while. Here. I did say it was a glance. It wasn't correct. It's 5 actually. Here they come now. Kimani Richards. Trying to use skill, but he's been forced wide and he loses possession. Good work that from Hamilton. Here's Bell. Bell still with it. Dakers now. It's now or never for Wolmer's. Brooks. Burton trying to get it out. Brooks has it under his control. Beautiful skill from Duhaney. Dakers back to Duhaney. Duhaney sends it now out wide to Bell. Bell.
That's disappointing in the end by Bell yet again. In the pivotal moments, he hasn't been his best. On his return to the under-19 arena.
The second minute of the 5 to be added on. Haile Selassie still with the 1-goal advantage. Dakers did well to keep it in play, but couldn't find Bell. Jason Hamilton now. Folks finds Green. Hepburn did well to dispossess him. Here's Dua. Sends it wide. It's with Valentine. Valentine. Dua. Dua with a shot! Valentine! There was no love there for Valentine. Way over the top.
Yeah, not the best effort coming in, but that was a defender's effort.
What's going?
Yet again, Haile Selassie pushing and pushing, trying to get that second goal and steal them here with the possession.
Here's Hepburn. He's in. Hepburn with the left. Easily handled by Ron Melford. His hands have been peppered. Intercepted. Payne. Payne. Still Payne. Folks did well to intercept. He clears now. But it only comes to Hepburn. To Lawrence. To Dua. Gets the return ball. Does Dua. Dua is in! And he fired wide! Unbelievable!
That was some brilliant skill by Dewar there to get the space to take the shot, but he was off target.
He punts it out. Did the captain Burton, making no mistakes there. Jaden Walters was waiting. He gets it now from the throw-in. Bell. Dr. Folks. Action has intensified, hasn't it, Lejay Williams?
It really has.
Here's Bell. Chips it over. Dekas. Forced wide. Did well to keep it.
And did well to win a corner. And with around a minute and 15 seconds left.
Taken short by Bell to Brooks. Back to Bell. Dekas. Tried a snapshot, but that was blocked by Selvin. Here's the SportsMax app moment brought to you by the SportsMax app, and it comes courtesy of a goal from this man, Payne. On the left, far left. What a beautiful strike. Jawan Payne, his 10th goal of the season. And that's the reason Haile Selassie have the lead. The SportsMax app moment brought to you by the SportsMax app. For Haile Selassie, Carvel Banton points to the middle, and they run to the field with a triumph at the semi-final level, knowing they have a shot to bring silverware back to Payneland. Haile Selassie 1, Wolmer 0. Walker Cup semi-final action. Dante Dekas and the rest of the Wolmer's team must feel undone. But Haile Selassie, they were the better team on the day. So much attacking variety. Sean Fraser there. Jaden Walters, he'll have many more years, young player. But it seems to be even tears of joy for Haile Selassie. They celebrate a great moment. He had so many opportunities. Joshua Dua couldn't bring them on target, but nonetheless his team did the business. Haile Selassie 1, Wolmer 0. Haile Selassie advanced to the Walker Cup final for 2022. Here are the full-time highlights. Haile Selassie had so many attempts. Lawrence there with a header that went wide. They would continue to come forward in Haile Selassie, and this one also went to Lawrence, but he couldn't control it, and that went out of touch. Here they come again. Dua played it to Lawrence again, and he fired wide. Rowan Melford untroubled by all of that action. Here they would come again. Ball to Dua, who got it with acres of space, but he found space over the top. That went through to Nannyville. That was the second half action now. That ball came across. No one could get an end to that. But in the 57nd minute, that ball went wide from the kick. It wasn't cleared well by Wolmer's. Valentine played it through, and then it came to this man, Jawan Payne, and that was a strike of beauty, beating Ron Melford in goal for Wolmer's. 1-0 Haile Selassie. Yeah, joy for them. Wolmer's, they would have some opportunities. That ball should have been converted by Bell. He went wide. A delicious cross it was from Nathaniel Brooks, but Bell couldn't bring it on target. Didn't have the best game in the final analysis at Bell. They would come again. Beautiful ball across, but that was saved. Dante Dakers was trying to get on the end of it, but it was kept away by Haile Selassie. Great work defensively. They would have another shot. Dua got in on goal, beating the ground in disgust, but the referee saw enough of that one. Carvel Banton. It was the end. Haile Selassie, the winners on the afternoon. Here are the match statistics. 21 shots, 6 on target for Haile Selassie, 6 and 1 on target for Wolmer's. 14 fouls for Wolmer's, 8 for Haile Selassie. 2 yellow cards, 1 for Wolmer's. No red cards. 3 offsides for Haile Selassie, 6 for Wolmer's. They really didn't read the lines well. 3 corners for Wolmer's, 2 for Haile Selassie. 5 saves made by Ron Melford, only 1 by Kevin Hibbert. And the possession, the line share going with the winners. Haile Selassie, 54%. 1-0 they finish. Gerard is with the man of the match.
Thanks a lot, Dean. I'm here with the man of the match, and Kadeen Webley is going to make a presentation to him. She's the junior brand manager of Digicel. Joanne Payne, there you go, a trophy and a smartphone, compliments of Digicel. That belongs to you. Thank you so much, Kadeen. Yeah, thanks again, Kadeen. Joanne, winning a game-winning goal to follow up the hat trick that you had in the last game. How do you sum up your season? How is it going so far?
It's a good performance, mate.
Yeah, and that goal, how important was it for you to ensure that you converted that chance that you got for your team?
It's a good goal, sir. Good kick.
Yeah, well, now you head into the final. What do you think about your chances? Do you think they're pretty good chances to win that game against whoever you have to play?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll see you in the final. Right?
Yes, sir.
Very well done. That was Joanne playing there, the man of the match, game winner. To follow up from the hat trick he had against St. Catherine. Now we talk to coach from Wolmer's boys, Jerome Waite. Coach Waite, not the result that you would have wanted, but how would you sum up this entire season for Wolmer's boys?
Well, first and foremost, congratulations to the Haile Selassie team, and well tried Wolmer's. I believe they were the better team on the day, and they wanted it more. As you know, it's very difficult to motivate a set of youth to play in the Walker Cup. The fact that, you know, a lot of people have been calling this cup the Losers Cup, but I still believe, you know, it's a good achievement, you know, going on to the end of the season. But overall, it's a fairly good season for Wolmer's. Last year they have not gone out of, they have not been out of this out of the zone at the first stage, and they accumulate all of 21 points and move on as far as to the quarterfinal. So I think they have done well.
Yeah, well, now you go back to the drawing board and get ready for the next season. What are some of the things that you would like to see Wolmer's improve on?
It's not so much of a drawing board. Why everybody always use that terminology, drawing board? The next season is months ahead. Yeah. It's just that, you know, you just have to sit down, you know, iron out, you know, where you need to find players to look forward to for the next season and start the work a little bit earlier.
All right, Coach, I will see you next season. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, that was Coach Jerome Waite there from Wolmer's boys. Now we have a chat with assistant coach Hemmings from Haile Selassie. Coach, good effort from your boys here today.
Yes, it was a good effort. We have been training, working hard. We played Wolmer's before, so we have done our homework and we come out here today and play.
Yeah. Despite the result, do you think it was fair? Should they have scored more?
We get a lot of chance. We create a lot of chance, especially in first half. In second half, you can see our captain get 2 easy one-on-one that he should have put away. But that's how football goes. So we just have to go back and work hard and get ready for the final on Friday.
Yeah, but you have either Tivoli Gardens or St. George's College, where you'll be watching this game very closely first to see who you play against, and then do some strategic planning from there on.
Well, definitely we'll be watching the game, but we're not watching the game because we're going to do strategic planning. So we are here to play, and we are here to play our system. And on the day, then if we play how we train, then we should come out victorious on Friday.
Well, Coach, we'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So yes, this is the Walker Cup bracket. Haile Selassie already in the final. They would have beaten St. Catherine High. Now they beat Wolmer's, who in the quarterfinal beat Campion. They will face the winners of Tivoli and St. George's, who play in the next match. Of course, St. George's beating Excelsior, Tivoli beating Charlie Smith. But that's how the action ended here at the Stadium East Field for the first of 2 semi-finals in the Walker Cup. Haile Selassie 1, Wolmer's 0.
Again, Zimmer.
Broadcast was brought to you by Digicel, Better Together, KFC, It's Finger Licking Good, True Shake, Shake and Go with True Shake, Water,